Welcome to another car booth on video. This is an in-depth tour of a 2013 Toyota Century. In this video I'll be giving a full walk around the car. I'll show the exterior, the interior, a couple of interesting features of the car, as well as the engine bay, and so on. Let's get straight into it. The Toyota Century was actually manufactured between 1997 and 2016. And in terms of the differences, nothing's really changed, except from models from 1997 to 2004. They came with a 4-speed automatic transmission, whereas if you went for 2005 2016 version, they came with a 6-speed automatic, and they're all powered by a V12 engine, giving about up of 206 kilowatts of power. Towards the front end, as you can see, you've got a pretty nice looking front end. As you can see, in terms of the headlights, they're actually powered by, I believe, a bi-Zen headlight bulbs or HIGs, I'm not too sure. See, they're all plastic over here as well. I'll show you the bottom portion of the bumper as well. You can see you've got a nice chrome over here. It's quite nice. You've got your indicators over there as well. You can also see the Toyota Century logo here. It's very nice. You can see the finish of it. It looks really gorgeous. See the other badge as well. Now, I'm not really too sure what kind it's supposed to symbolize, but I believe it's supposed to be like a peacock, like a majestic looking one. And look at the detail of the peacock. If I actually zoom in, you can see the amount of detail that actually went into this logo. It's very nice. You can see it's housed in this little nice chrome as well. The Toyota Century was not manufactured in Australia. These are actually imported from Japan, so they're only for the Japanese market only. And I believe these poles over here, normally they would actually have a little flag that'll be going on the side here. Also, normally with most Japanese cars, even all the way back to the 70s, they actually used to mount the side view mirrors over here, quite similar on the 240Z for the JDM version, opposed to the 240Z they start putting on the for all the other markets. They put it on the sides over here. But I actually quite like how they mounted the bonnet, and they actually look really nice. You can actually see you got this really nice chrome on the outside here. If I go over here, you can have a look at the side view mirrors. It's very cool. I quite like that. You can see you got your indicators on the side here. I made an error because actually I think these are both indicators as well. And you can see you've got some nice chrome on the outside there. It's quite nice. Now for this one, I'm not too sure if it was an option to get them in black or they've just blacked it out, because these are normally finished in a silver finish. So you can see this one actually has a sort of matte black finish, and then you can see you've got this sort of the same sort of peacock over there as well. You see you also got some nice chrome all the way outside here, and then you can see you also got some more chrome on the sides there as well. The build quality of this car is actually sensational. I mean, just listen to the doors. They're so heavy too, the way they close. Very solid. Just listen to that. So solid. You can see even the actual locks themselves actually made from a nice little metal chrome. Even the door handles here, also a nice. Also, you can even see it's also finished a little bit different over here as well. Also, you got this really nice brushed aluminium all the way here. Over here, also really nice. You can see here it says V12. You can see also, as I mentioned, I believe earlier, it's powered by a V12 engine. And you can see you got the Century logo over here, and you got some of the nice material here as well. A little detail on the logo is so nice. Show the wheels. So in terms of the tyres, they are a radial 390 tyre, and they appears to be a 16-inch tyre. So a lot of tread over here, a lot of tyre, makes it more comfortable. It's nice. You also can see you've got this nice sort of chrome going all the way on the outside here as well. So again, all nice detail. Got a third braking light there. Step over here, you actually got LED tail lights. It's a little bit hard to see here, but you actually were fitted with LED tail lights, which I thought was pretty nice. You can see up here, which is a little nice detail. You can actually see the actual bulb in here as well. You can see you've got this nice chrome on the outside here as well. And you can see over here where the reverse lights is, you've got this sort of aluminium, slightly brushed sort of finish. I don't know if you can see that there. You can also see the logo. You can see you got that same peacock logo, and you got a reversing camera there, and you got the Century written over there as well. On this step here, you can see you got your bumper. It's all chrome. Then you can probably have a better look at the rear. See, you got some more of that chrome all the way around here too. It's a nice little detail. So I'll just show you the boot. So I hold this down, it opens up, and you can see the boot space is actually quite large. It's actually really wide as well. Hard to see. It's also nicely carpeted. You can see you've got the Century logo there. It's really wide. So if I pull this up, you've got a full-size spare tire. Your jack there, and it looks like you've got an additional stuff around there as well. It's all nicely padded as well. You can see you also got this sort of scuff plate here if you want to protect your items as well, which I thought was pretty neat. Oh, really nice. It's actually nice and wide too, so you can easily fit large suitcases in this as well. It's also got a soft close function, so if I actually purposely keep this like this, it will nicely just close as well, which is actually pretty cool. And just to show you the build quality, I'm just going to just close it like this. Very solid. I think I kind of like pulled it a little bit too, pushed it a little bit too hard. Sit inside the car. You can see, again, I'll show you the doors. Very nice. So this is the interior of the Toyota Century. So again, nothing really changed throughout the whole car. You can see even from 1997, looks pretty much exactly the same. Step inside. One thing you'll notice is the seats are so comfortable, and the best way to explain it, it feels like a Range Rover. Like the Range Rover has really plush sort of seats, or there's 90s style lazy boy seats. They're like probably the best way I could sort of explain how they feel. So they're really nice. So from 1997 to 2016, when they ceased the production and then moved on to the next version of the Toyota Century, nothing's really changed. So I'll just show you the interior of the Century. Now the gauge cluster came with a digital speedo. I'm not too sure on the earlier versions if they came with a little different instrument cluster, but so you might have, feel free to let me know in the comments below. So if I turn this on, you can see you've got a full digital display cluster. Towards the left, you've got your temperature fuel gauge for the engine. You got a clock. You got your revolutions per minute, which is all in digital. You got your odometer, which has done 103,000 kilometers. So that's just telling you that the ETC card, which is the toll card you use to go on the freeways in Japan, isn't there. In case you're wondering, so that's why I just said that. And then you've got your temperature gauge for the engine, and so on. So yes, you can see it's all nicely blacked out, and yeah, pretty simple looking gauge cluster. And then your PRN, to put into gear and stuff like that. Also, you can set your minutes for your time, and you can see you can reset your odometer and so on. Let's turn this off. So you can see the steering wheel has actually got this nice, it's actually a leather wrap steering wheel. I don't know if you can see here. Also quite nice, and you can see you got that same sort of peacock design, as you can see here. If I switch to a wide angle lens, you can see right here. and you've got an airbag here and an airbag here. And it doesn't look like you've got, oh no, you've got curtain airbags as well, which is also a nice addition. So the steering wheel on this is really like plush, which I've never seen before. Look at that. Look how soft that steering wheel is. You can really squeeze it. And you can see also here it's all got this hard sort of rubberized material here and here and so on. So you can see if I just move this, you've got a nicely padded glove box with a multi-CD player, looks like there, and it's nicely padded there. I'm going to turn on the head unit. So they came with the head unit, which hasn't really changed, and you can see it says Century there. And this I believe is your navigation, which probably doesn't work in Australia. I don't know what this means because I can't really read Japanese, so it's gonna click all these random buttons. But in terms of the colors actually surprisingly pretty good. So it's just gonna tell you that, and I really don't know what any of this does. So I'm just clicking some random buttons. So got your phone, looks like, if I press that, it's actually pretty responsive. So it's just it's actually pretty good, pretty responsive. So what does this do? Don't know what that is. So if you do read Japanese, I kind of like to have a keyboard from 1997. That's pretty funny. What's that? So you can, I guess, type your destination or something like that, I don't know, and stuff like that. Anyway, so you got your AC controls, which I think you're gonna have to doing something to putting a number. Anyway, so here's your climate control. So in terms of temperature, lowest temperature appears to be 18 degrees, and the highest temperature appears to be, come on, 32 degrees. And that's all your fan speeds, recycling, front, rear demister, and being a Toyota, it's the best in the business. They probably make the best ACs, in my biased opinion. And then you can set your own individual temperatures if you like, and then so on. So you've got your radio, which I don't think is set, so I don't think it's going to work. So I don't think it's going to read anything because it hasn't been. Actually, it might work. I think if we manually seek, which I don't know how to do that, we can have a quick A9.9 must be.
Because you never quite know what's going on, and there's no jobs on it. There's no job.
Can't really test the radio for you, but I've tested it out before, and it was quite clear. So I don't think it's properly tuned or anything. I noticed the buttons have a little bit of resistance to it, which is actually quite nice. I'll just kill the engine right now, and it's a bit hard to see, but there's actually a little bit of some nice resistance. The buttons feel really nice, and you can see all the buttons feel very solid feeling, and all of them feel quite nice. So you do have some storage, which isn't really much. So you can see you can probably squeeze this bolt in if you really tried, and you could probably somewhat put that around there. You got some supposed to be some cup holders, but they're more for like coffee cups, but that fits pretty much alright actually. Here and here, I'll just chuck that in the rear here. You got a DVD remote here to actually for your head unit there. It looks like there's all soft touch materials here as well. You can see you can adjust the seats for the passenger, which is all on one side only, and this one's if you want to adjust that passenger armrest as well. This is being the 2013 version, as I mentioned, from 2005 to 2016. 2005 onwards, they fitted with a 6-speed automatic transmission, which is nice. Some black stitching here. It looks like you've got some additional buttons here, stuff like that, and you got some cooled seats, which is cool, and an additional button, which I don't know what that does. And you can see it's all got some nice wood as well. These vents appear to be finished in a plastic opposed to metal, which I would have thought they would have been. Actually, they could be metal. I think this one's metal. No, I think that's plastic. So I'm not too sure. You can see you got the sort of brush looking aluminium finish over there too. You can see, even if I look over here, you can see you got some of that silver stitching here and over here as well. It's also quite nice. And you can see you got some more of that stitching there. You can see the seats are fantastic. You can see it's actually perforated. So being perforated means when it gets hot, the seat can ventilate out so it doesn't get you all sticky and hot. So you can see here you've got some of that really nice piping here, and yeah, really plush seats. Probably the most comfortable seat I've sat in the car in my entire life. Really nice. No real bolstering, I would say, on the sides, so you're going to slide around a lot. But overall, really soft seats. These actually came with a wool seat option, which is actually what they traditionally supposed to come in, which is actually a little bit more nicer. But these didn't come with it, which I found really interesting. So if you do see one, let me know. So you can see this also. It feels very solid. And you got all your controls here as well. You can see. And you can see it's got this aluminium pad here. And that's all your controls here. Your windows. And this one you can actually adjust the... If you can see, you can actually let me switch to the wide angle lens. So I press this one. You can actually adjust the height electronically for the seatbelt retractor, and actually can memorize it. So if someone else sits in this position, like a driver, they can adjust it, which is pretty cool. So all your switches here, and then you've got, what else you've got? So you got your heated seats for both sides, and yeah, and this one actually feels really satisfying for your ashtray, because people in Japan smoke a lot. So let's see, pretty nice. And looks like they've fitted a aftermarket, I think, hands-free telephone, looks like they've got here. And you can lock your fuel cap and your boot, so people don't get inside it, especially. And I noticed these door handles are really nice, so when I open it, they have a really nice sort of finish. Even it's got some wood and some chrome, and also here it's all soft touch, all really nicely padded here, all nice. And this is all nice here, which I don't understand why they didn't make this as nice as on the side of the door cards. And you can even see you got some really nice stitching here, and this lock here looks made from some nice material as well. So nice padded console here. You can see you got your vending mirror over here, also quite nice. Got a little mini one, which is kind of useless, which I don't know why they did that. And then you've got another one here, and they've got a little side one, and you can see over there, which is actually pretty cool. And also it's really nice and soft, so again, hats off. And I noticed even these are really nicely padded too. If I go over here, you can see the stitching here is also finished in a sort of like a beige sort of stitching. But yes, tons of support, really comfortable. I could sit on these all day, and yeah, really nice. And you can see you got some wood over here too. So I'll just open the doors again. While we're here, I'll just switch to the wide angle lens. You can see you got the Century logo here, all this carpeting as well. Take this out, it's gonna be annoying. And I forgot you got some cruise control over it. You got cruise control as well. And before I go, I completely forgot you got your wiper controls to the left, and you got your headlight indicator controls to the right, and they feel very solid too, you can see, which is actually quite good. You can have a look at the interior there, and we'll try out the rear seats. Looks like you got some of this padding here, which I believe is for sound deadening, so makes the interior cabin more quiet. Let's listen to that. It feels like a bank vault. Like, the best way to explain that is like an old Mercedes. You don't really get that in new cars anymore, so there's something about it. You can see you got that nice Toyota Century logo here in a brushed aluminium finish. You can see you got that same ashtray here, all soft touch over here as well. And I'll just switch to the wide angle lens. You can see all soft touch all the way here. Got some wood here, and I think that's for the radio. And what is that? I didn't know why I do what that does. So you can see you got your handles, the same handle over here, all nice and plush, and no real door cards, door storage here, but again, all really nice. So we'll just have a look at this interior. While we're here, I thought I'll just pull this one down, and if I lift this up, you can actually, oh, wrong one. So if I lift this one up, you got all your controls here, which you can actually adjust your seat, headrest, how the seats move belly and back, which is also quite nice. Ooh, fancy. And got some more additional storage here, all padded nicely with a miniature remote. What does this do? Okay, also quite nice. And you got all your controls here, so you can control actually the radio from the front as well. And you can see the buttons actually feel pretty solid as well here. If I go over here, you've got cooled seats. Got cool seats, and you can adjust your seats. You can have memory seats, so you can set them in a particular position, and that's good for especially for hot climates and stuff like that. So all wood here. You can see all your handles here feel very premium to the touch. And I did forget, you actually, if I pull this down, you've actually got some cup holders and a remote for your TV screen. And just to see how much this can hold, it's more for coffee cups, so these are not going to fit, so it's kind of like a no-brainer. We'll have a look at this. How do you get this out? Oh, you press it, there you go, I need that. So you can see, you've got your DVD remote, Toyota, and all the buttons feel pretty nice. Kind of reminds me of those old 90s Sony remotes. And actually, you know what? Let's just turn this on just to see how it looks. I don't know how to turn it on. Anyway, that's funny. Anyway, but you know, you got a little screen here, which is actually pretty cool. And you got your own dedicated vents, and they're also made from a little plastic material as well. And you can see you got some stitching there too, which is actually quite nice. And I forgot, you can see you got the little peacock or rooster, what are you going to call it, and you can see you've got your DVD, and I haven't seen that font in years, but you got a place to put your DVDs in, so you can watch some movies and stuff like that. Just so cool. So if I press this, looks like you got a vanity mirror there. Looks like if I press this, you got another one over here too, which is actually quite nice. And then you got a clock over here, which you can't see. Or your individual, you can see you got your, wrong one. You got lights, if you like here, with your own dedicated vents. And you can see all the handles feel very nice. Even all the side door cards feel the same. You got that over here, you can see it's all soft touch and plush. The seats are the same as the front of the seats, so you can see that you got that same gorgeous, nice and plush seats, which are also ventilated as well. And you can see the rear visibility is pretty good. You do have an airbag here, which is also quite nice, what Toyota has done. And if I just sit here, if I may, got plenty of room for your feet. So being a rear-wheel drive, I believe it's rear-wheel drive, and you can see that you've got plenty of space for your feet. And while we're here, we'll just show you the dashboard from the rear seat. Nice. One also cool feature is if you pull this over here, I've actually got some slippers, and it looks like this is a humidifier. Anyway, if I pull this down, got a little seat here. So what you can do is you can actually put your feet through, which I will somewhat demonstrate, which is kind of my clean sock story. You can keep your feet like that and put your feet through there, which I thought was really cool. I happen to have my Vans, so it makes it a little bit easier. And you can see it's also made from this nice soft touch material as well, and it's also perforated so it will breathe better. And that closed nicely like that. And you got some pockets here, small pockets here, some nice wood, and so on. You can see also, if I go here, you can see you got the same sort of seats. I think I already mentioned that. You can see you got the same sort of piping here too, and yeah, very nice. And the speakers appear to be covered in a cloth material, which I haven't seen since the 90s. But overall, a really nice interior. Also got some ports here, which I reckon you could hook up a PlayStation if you want to, a PS2, which is actually pretty cool, and stuff like that. So we'll just have a look at the the engine. So it's a V12 engine. Before I go there, I'll just show you Century logos and stuff like that. So it's a V12 engine, and before I go there, you got a little footrest there, which feels very nice. Okay, I'll just show you the engine now. So you got a V12 engine, powered with a 6-speed gearbox. So it won't be much. You won't be able to see much because most of the car is covered with plastics. So, oh, that's very nice. It's also spring assisted. So you can see this is your massive V12 engine. Yes, so 206 kilowatts of power, which doesn't seem much today, but at that time it's a lot, and it's pretty crazy. So you can see the engine, switch to the wide angle lens. It's all covered in plastic, so you really can't see anything. So batteries mounted somewhere around there. Airbox, you can see made in Japan, and then you got your brake fluid. And is that another airbox? Looks like it's got two. Really? I don't think so. Okay. So yeah, and then you got your coolant and stuff like that. And you can see there's a lot of like thick deadening, obviously to prevent the heat and also to reduce vibrations and noise, which I believe that's the other reason why they got covers everywhere. So you can have a look there. So nothing much to really see, but yeah. Let's close this here. Whoa, it's a very solid car. I'll actually buy one of these. So that's for my little walk around of the 2013 Toyota Century. Hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to like and subscribe, and this car is for sale, so I'll add it to my product page when the website's ready. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.